Alright, so welcome to today's webinar, everybody. My name is Nikoletta, and I manage the diversity project at Magnet. A big part of my role is working with different stakeholders across the country to really get the word out there, both to employers and job seekers, about Magnet and the benefits of using it as a job matching system. So for today, I'm going to be introducing Magnet and what that looks like, a little bit on the job seeker side as well, just to give you a little bit of context. And then I'll be doing a live demonstration of what Magnet works like for employers and how you could create a targeted job posting. And then I will be opening it up to discussion and any questions that you might have. So to start off, this is a quote that we usually like to use in presentations. And it goes, do we have a shortage of workers? No. Are they in the right place at the right time? Probably not. But I think at least half of that problem would get solved if we had the right information. So how does Magnet come into play for this? Well, Magnet is actually a job matching platform that launched in September 2014. It operates out of Ryerson University, and it is a platform for both job seekers and employers to use for free. It uses a very innovative matching technology that connects job seekers and employers. So job seekers can create a profile, input their skills, qualifications, and preferences, while the employer can post a job, identify the skills and qualifications that they're looking for, and the system then uses the data from each of those profiles and matches people up based on qualifications and job postings in the system. We are currently at over 100,000 job seekers in the system and 13,000 employers. And we also work with many community partners, and there are more than 260 of those. And those include, community organizations that specialize in serving people with disabilities and finding jobs. So, Spinal Cord Injury Ontario, Holland Review Kids Rehab Hospital, and many others, as well as post-secondary institutions all over Ontario. So I'm going to show you a little bit about what Magnet is like on the job seeker side of things. So as I mentioned, job seekers can create a profile for free and identify their qualifications and skills and what types of opportunities they are looking for. Unlike traditional job boards, the job actually comes to the job seeker. And how that works is it uses the data that the job seeker inputs into their profile, and based on the opportunities that come up on Magnet that they qualify for, they get a notification in their email, and then you have the option then to apply for those postings. Magnet job seekers can sign up for profiles through different landing pages. So here you see a CIBC logo. This is because CIBC is our major sponsor in the diversity area. This year alone, they committed to hiring 500 people with disabilities. And so when we're working with community partners and telling job seekers how to sign up, this is generally the landing page that they would use to sign up, and this would give them notifications about some of those opportunities with CIBC that they could apply to. So this is a screenshot of what the system looks like on the job seekers end. So they would have their electronic resume and profile that they could edit at any time, as well as the Magnet Twitter feed and social media of upcoming events and targeted communications, which appear in the middle here and let you know about both the jobs that you're being invited to apply for and also community events that are happening. For the job seeker side, there is a really neat feature called the Job Search Management Tool. And what this means is that people can track their jobs that are not just on the Magnet system, but on external platforms as well, like Indeed, Workopolis, any digital job board basically. And this just allows them to keep track of jobs and make sure that they're not missing deadlines. And this is what that would look like in the system. It would give them an idea of what jobs they want to apply for, where it's located, and what stage they're at in the recruitment process. There's also a learning center, which is really neat on the job seekers end because we don't just focus on the job search itself, but the resources and tools that will set people up for success. So, there could be materials on there, anything from successful job interviews to creating a resume. It depends on what organizations the job seeker is affiliated with and what they sign up for to receive. So this is just one example. I'm on the employer side, and we'll be going live into the system shortly. But I just want to show you a couple of things before we do that. Employers can sign up and have custom branded partner pages. It only takes a couple of minutes to sign up. As an employer, you can go to magnet.today and sign up as an employer. So the first thing you would do is input your company information, your organization's name, your name and email. It's fairly straightforward and intuitive to use. And once you activate your account, you are actually ready to post jobs. In the diversity and inclusion space, Magnet is really neat because it allows employers to target individuals who have self-declared as belonging to an equity group. So this is what Magnet would look like from an employer perspective. So if I wanted to post a job, I would go to job postings, create a new posting. Employers have the option of creating student matches or advanced matches. So today we're going to go with advanced matches, just for this example. Yeah, you would fill out the information, of your company name. So mine happens to be Magnet. And then in order to track the applicants, you could either use Magnet or your own application tracking system. You can also choose to receive the applicant's information through your regular email. So I've selected Magnet. Next, you get to select what you require from that applicant in order to review them. So I've selected resume, and I'll also select cover letter. So job title, today I'm going to call this project coordinator. Job level, entry level. Job function, I'm going to select marketing. There we go. Okay, job description. This is where you would fill out all the details. So I'm just going to make it short for today's example. So this has to be filled out, where it's located: Canada, Ontario. Let's say this one's located in Toronto. This is a full-time position, and it's going to be paid on a salary basis. It's going to start as soon as possible, and it's open-ended. So here you get to input language requirements. You might be looking for somebody who is bilingual. For this particular posting, I'm not going to have any language requirements. And one of the things that you have to fill out is the application deadline. So I'm going to go with December 15th and continue. So Magnet allows you to put a search filter, and this includes anything from education or experience. So I'm going to put an educational filter. And I'm going to require this applicant to have a undergraduate degree. I'm going to select business and communications. I mean, this could be as broad as you would like it to be, depending on the type of position, of course. For project coordinator role, this is what I've selected today. Year of study, a graduate would be ideal. And you could also select how long you would like that person to be a graduate of school. You also have the option of selecting a preferred institution. For today's example, I'm not going to be selecting that. And if you would like, there's also a minimum academic grade average, which I'm also not going to be selecting today. So this is the neat thing about Magnet, is that in real time, it's telling me how many candidates qualify for the posting that I just put up. And as you see, that number is quite high. So if I were to activate this posting right now, all of these applicants would receive an email invitation to apply for my posting. But of course, this would be a large number of resumes and cover letters to sort through. So now what I can do is add a diversity filter. And of course, I have to agree that I'm not going to misuse this in any way, shape, or form. And so for today's example, I'm going to be selecting persons with disabilities. So this would go to anybody on the system that has self-declared as having a disability, whether that's a physical disability, an intellectual disability, mental health. It's very open-ended right now. It's just persons with disabilities. And I'm going to select must have any. And what this filter is doing now is it's ensuring that the posting goes to people who have self-identified as having this, belonging to this equity group, rather. And as you see, that number is much smaller now. So this is telling me that there are 36 individuals in the system that qualify for my posting and also have identified as having a disability. So once this is activated, it's always reviewed by our tech team to make sure that the posting is good to go and has all the required information. But again, once that's activated, it goes out to all 36 of those applicants who are then invited to apply for that posting. And then you get to review them and view their Magnet profiles and see and contact them through Magnet or through your own ATS system, email or phone. But Magnet really just lets you know who has applied, how they qualify, and how you would like to move forward with them. So that is basically an overview of how an employer would use Magnet to find the right candidate.